So for the background of the study of Ilog Maria, humans are innately emotional beings. We tend to think more about how we feel about something rather than look at the facts, which is proven by what is trending on social media and from the television.
With Ilog Maria being a small company, it is not known by many. They have to think of ways to raise awareness and promote a sustainable lifestyle and healthy lifestyle with organic products. They don't promote on social media, they put their focus on their advocacy. The most important question is, how can Ilog Maria increase their audience engagement by finding out the factors relevant to the consumers?
For the objectives of the study, the first is to think of ways on how to increase the relevance of Ilog Maria's social media posts to their audience, given that this type of medium is effective when it comes to reaching out to a wider range of consumers. Next is to find out the factors that consumers favor in more popular companies that are similar to Ilog Maria. And lastly, it is to assess the attitude of the consumers towards sustainable products.
The Philippine Development Plan targets the reduction of the national poverty headcount to 14% in 2022 from 21.6% in 2015. With that, the rural poverty is expected to fall to 20% from 30%. Rural poverty is especially dominant in the agriculture sector in the Philippines, and with that, it will affect the honeybee keeping industry because of the Duterte administration's poor planning. However, the absence of a regional association of beekeepers in the region is not a hindrance in the beekeeping industry. The strong support coming from the state colleges and universities based in the 3 provinces of the region is an indication that the industry will be eyed as one of the profitable business ventures in the valley alongside with the local government units and DTI. In the environmental aspect, millions of farmers worldwide rely heavily on the ecosystem services that bees provide. Therefore, their concern on the issue of the colony collapse disorder is inevitable. Pollinators are critical to every nation's economy, food security, and environmental health. Beekeepers are reportedly losing about 40% of honeybee colonies, which threatens the viability of their livelihoods and the essential pollination service their bees provide to agriculture. With that, the climate change and global warming that is responsible for the extreme weather conditions and the root cause of the decline of honeybees, people are looking for ways on how they can prevent this from happening. So not a lot are informed that bees have numerous roles in our society. Bees are the only insects that are capable of creating honey. Honey has numerous health benefits, and bees are the only insects created that has all the properties of sustaining life. Without bees, we'd have less plants, which would negatively impact our society and our way of living. Plants play a crucial role in our society, such as providing food, medicine, and even oxygen. According to Nectar, plants need to produce and heavily rely on animals, most especially bees, to assist them through a process called pollination. Additionally, since bees create seeds, nuts, and fruits, and with bees being responsible for over 84% of crops grown, they play a large role in human consumption. In the technological aspect, technology continues to grow and expand into different aspects in the society. With business being technologically driven, agriculture is no exception. Farms have started going in on the trend and have become increasingly automated and data-driven. The struggles that farmers have experienced have become easy with the use of wireless and GPS technology. That helps them monitor their crops and livestock. According to Doc, farmers are starting to use GPS-based technology to steer their farm equipment, such as tractors, sprayers, or harvesters. This allows the farmers to have full control over their equipment in their offices or from their wireless device. With the risk of honeybees being in extinction in the Philippines, the law takes measures to protect not only the bees but the business of doing it as well. The honeybee farms in the Philippines should be in compliance with the Special Order Number 109, Series of 2015, which is the Code of Good Beekeeping Practices. In addition to that, the Republic Act Number 7607, farm owners are required to empower their farmers in their economic endeavors, also known as the Magna Carta for Small Farmers. Examples of support are to be heard and represented in the government, be covered with Social Security, to be able to pursue the appropriate education for their jobs, and to benefit from natural resources. This also helps in improving the jobs of the farmers, especially since the work itself doesn't earn that much profit and there are no sure working benefits that farmers will be able to get. And lastly, for the economical aspect of the pestle analysis, many areas of modern agriculture depends on the pollinators, and with that being said, every season, the pollination from bees deliver billions of dollars in economic value. Bees serve as a key role in the global economy, with $235 and $577 billion worth of annual global food production relies on the direct contribution of pollinators. Honeybees are considered the most valuable pollinators in terms of agricultural economics. Without the pollination of honeybees, the yield for fruits such as blueberry, squash, watermelon, and other fruits are greatly reduced, which ends up driving the prices up and disrupting the marketplace. Without pollinators, our society would see a decline in crop production. For the SWOT analysis, for their strengths, it is locally and naturally made. They have an updated website. They claim to live a sustainable lifestyle. They have a shipping option locally. They also have a wide product variety and are very affordable. And they also have a group tour package good for educational trips. For their weaknesses, they are a small company which is not known by many. They have a below average of followers on Facebook and Instagram. They do not update their social media accounts, which is the result of poor consumer awareness. They also have the inability to reach a wide number of consumers. They don't have a boutique or stalls anywhere else. And most of all, their plastic packaging is contradicting to their values of sustainable living. For the opportunities, the rise of foreign tourists in the Philippines, honeybees provide sustainable income and business opportunities. Organic farming is cost-effective since there is no need for pesticides, fertilizers, and other chemicals. People also turn to organic products since it reduces toxic materials to humans, animals, and the environment. Organic farming also lessens the pollution. For their threats, bad weather conditions could destroy their crops, extinction of bees, climate change, people prefer other popular brands than Ilog Maria's, and overproduction of industrial products. For the company analysis of Ilog Maria, for their products, they have a variety of bee products, and these may be categorized under 6 categories, which is bath and body, beauty and skincare, aromatherapy, oil, household products, and health products. So these are just some of the products that Ilog Maria offers. And let's go to the price. So for the price, they also have very affordable price ranges. So as you can see, for their price ranges, it doesn't go above more than 300, and they also have products that are less than 150, which is very convenient for those who are looking for inexpensive products. Ilog Maria usually advertises their various products and services on social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and through their own website. Although these platforms have a lot of potential when it comes to getting in contact with their audience, what will that do if simply attaining the product is an inconvenience to the consumers? Ilog Maria is currently located in Silang, Cavite, and they only have 2 ways of distributing their goods. It is either the consumer would have to go down to their store in Cavite, which is a bother because of how far people would live from, or the buyer would have to order from their store online and have it shipped to them. Ilog Maria's promotions solely depend on their social media accounts because it is their primary platform for their promotion. This medium showcases all of their available products and creates content that enables them to extend their advocacy, which are effective in terms of spreading the brand's awareness and its causes to the consumers. In addition, they also feature the process in producing their products and how their products contribute to the sustainability and conservation of the environment.
So now we're going to move on to the data results. The researchers tested the scale's qualities using Cronbach's alpha, composite reliability, and average variance extracted. Cronbach's alpha is a traditional approach and the most widely used method in testing for reliability. However, a scale below the acceptable range would not mean it is not reliable because Cronbach's alpha assumes that all the loads of each item are equally related to the construct. Composite reliability, also known as the McDonald's coefficient, takes into account different considerations. Composite reliability does not assume that all factors are equally related to the construct. In this slide, you will see on top, the labels are latent variable, indicators Cronbach's alpha, composite reliability, and the average variance extracted. These are the model reliability. This is called the model reliability table. So as you can see, our different variables are accessibility, attitude, brand popularity, perceived behavioral control, subjective norms, and sustainability. The indicators for there are a different number of indicators for each, but we had to extract a few of the indicators. The following indicators extracted were under attitude, which is 3A, 3C, 3D, and 3E. For perceived behavioral control, we removed 3D, and for the sustainability, we removed 1A, 1E, 1B, and 3. This study aims to find out the different factors that affect the purchasing decision of 15 to 20-year-old females in purchasing locally made honeybee products, with the proposed solution to increase Ilog Maria's brand awareness through the use of social media platforms to boost its sales and to expand brand's audience reach through a variety of online marketing strategies. We used the theory of planned behavior, which is TPB by Isaac Ajzen, in order to predict human behavior that influences their own motivational factors in purchasing products. Although the participants of the focus group discussion said that sustainability is relevant to them and something they would take into consideration when purchasing a product, the survey results show otherwise. Product accessibility with p-value of 0.016, which is shown here on the path coefficient for path models, to have the most significant impact towards the consumer's purchasing intentions, especially online. Moving on to the other latent variables in the path coefficient for path models, we have attitude with a path coefficient of 0.167 and a p-value of 0.295. As you can see, the only variable supported by our research was accessibility, and the rest were not supported. But as researchers, we did expect that the rest of the variables would be positively affected. But based on the results, we didn't have conclusive evidence to back up our claims. So according to the survey that the researchers have conducted, only product accessibility is the factor that has an impact when it comes to the consumer's purchasing intentions for Ilog Maria.
For the recommendation, we have thought of 9 things for Ilog Maria. The first one would be, Ilog Maria should be more present on social media. This is because Ilog Maria is a company who is present on social media, but is not active. The second one is that Ilog Maria should make more marketing materials as they also lack them. This would further boost their recognition. The third one is that they should expand their accessibility for their products to be more recognized. The fourth is that it is recommended for them to shift focus on their accessibility as they only focused on sustainability before. The fifth one is that Ilog Maria should rebrand from sustainable to organic because sustainable products are only known to be good for the environment, while organic products are good for both the health and environment. The next one is that it is also recommended by the researchers for Ilog Maria to expand their online store to Shopee and Lazada. Lazada and Shopee are easily accessible and purchasing a product is just one click away. What makes it even easier is that both third-party applications support cash on delivery. The next one is that Ilog Maria should start catering to the wants of the consumers, such as utilizing humor in advertisements and hiring a social media influencer to increase the consumer's interests and brand awareness. Based on the survey, the business should also carry out promotions on its products to increase the awareness. Lastly, they should widen the scope of the survey's respondents. This study is only limited to the students of De La Salle University. The results may vary on the respondents of the survey and those from different universities or different cultures.